meeting of the Independent Judicial Accountability Panel, IJAP, held in Abuja from Tuesday the 11th of March to Friday the 14th day of March 2025. You recall that Action Aid Nigeria has been implementing the project Citizens-Led Engagements on Judicial Accountability in Post-Election Justice Delivery in Nigeria, termed CLIP Justice, since July 2023, supported by Ford Foundation. This is a project designed to promote accountability in post-election justice delivery by increasing civic consciousness, participation, and engagement in electoral adjudication processes. Through citizen-led actions, the project aims to hold tribunals and court judges accountable for transparent justice delivery, ultimately contributing to long-term judicial independence in Nigeria's electoral processes. However, the project is evolving into one that supports citizens' actions toward judicial accountability, which will not be limited to electoral matters. To ensure the success of the project, an earlier technical working group, TWG, has now been expanded and resignated as Independent Judicial Accountability Panel, IJAP. The panel consists of renowned retired justices of the Court of Appeal, academics, legal practitioners, and development professionals, with a track record of transparent leadership in legal matters, to conduct periodical technical reviews of not only electoral cases, but other important cases, to develop advisories on ways to improve the judicial process and citizens' participation in promoting accountability. Members of the panel are the Honorable Justice Majid Owade, retired Justice of the Court of Appeal, the Honorable Justice Chinwe Yizoba, retired Justice of the Court of Appeal, the Honorable Justice Oludot Mwadefope Okoji, retired Justice of the Court of Appeal, Professor Okechukwu Ibianu, Professor Jumai Audi, Mr. Mark Imoni Amarere, Barrister Secha Sokwa, Andrew Memudu, the Country Director, Judith Bagidi, Barrister Fumi Olukeye, and Celestine Okudi-Leodo. In line with his mandate, IJAP held his inaugural meeting in Abuja from Tuesday, the 11th March 25 to Friday, the 14th March 25. Amongst the cases considered was the analysis of some recent cases of public interest determined by the Supreme Court and the ECOWAS Court, capable of informing citizen-led action on judicial accountability. 3 such cases were considered. The first is the Rivers State House of Assembly and Speaker and Government of Rivers State and others. Then the second is the All Progressive Congress APC and Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission and others. These are very recent cases, as you could see. And then we have the case of Obianiju, Catherine Ude, and others, and the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which is the ECOWAS Court judgment. After exhaustive analysis of the judgments, IJAP made the following key observations and recommendations. A, that the judiciary must exercise caution in handling political matters in order to preserve its integrity and avoid public perception of bias. B, the judgment of the Supreme Court in the consolidated appeals leaves a gap as to whether the issue of alleged defection of 27 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly is still live or has been settled. This is because the court made comments on the issue of defection without actually addressing it. C, that complex and lengthy judgments, of course, defy easy comprehension and therefore undermine public trust. For this reason, IJAP recommends 1, that the judgments should start with summary of facts. Then 2, using simpler legal language. Then 3, mentioning names of parties in the body of judgments rather than solely their legal designations. And 4, ensuring timely publication of judgments online for easy access by the public. D, regarding the judgment delivered in Rivers State House of Assembly and Speaker and governments of Rivers State and others, the Supreme Court correctly held that the Federal High Court had jurisdiction over the case. C, regarding the judgment delivered in APC and Rivers State and Independent Electoral Commission and others, again, we believe that the Supreme Court correctly held that the Federal High Court had jurisdiction. F, in that case, however, the court missed an opportunity to clarify key legal provisions regarding the procedure for local government elections, which the Court of Appeal in the same case extensively dealt with. Also, the court granted all reliefs, that is the Supreme Court, based on affidavit evidence alone, without addressing legal interpretations thoroughly. G, that lawyers must prioritize diligence and truthfulness instead of pursuing frivolous matters in court, in the Supreme Court. The simple answer is no. As far as that case is concerned, the Supreme Court is functus official. They have done their bit, that one stays. What we call gap was because they made comments on defection, and we're not too sure whether they actually considered any appeal or cross-appeal on the defection. But their attitude was that because of previous decisions which they have seen, that is High Court of Rivers State and Court of Appeal relating to defection, they know that as of the time of writing, they cannot say that 27 members are not members of the assembly. So other issues may still come out from that case from other litigation, but that is what we call the gap. The gap is that, what did you make that comment? Did you make a final pronouncement on that particular issue or not? Are we together, Godwin? Okay. And then we, of course, my brother here will take the citizens' activities. Someone mentioned corruption. I'd like to hear your first name again. What do we do about corruption? Corruption in all places. It's difficult to prove. We're not there. We'll not be able to say. But if you look at our recommendations, we say that at all times, the justices should abide with their oaths of office, you know? And that is again why citizens are involved, to make sure that at all times you push public officers to behave properly. Then you mentioned about one case of people that are dead. Yes, that's delay. We have consistently addressed the problem of delay in this engagement. For example, at the technical working group of the CLIP Justice Program, we suggested all sorts of ways to avoid the delays and even conflicting judgments. That is, circulation of those judgments on time, so that when you read a judgment, you will not, it wouldn't have to be in conflict with the one that you are deciding. It's about information and circulation. And of course, we went as far as when there are proven almost deliberate conflicting decisions, NJC should intervene. Are we together? Thank you. Yes, on that sounds.